my ridiculous backpack.
Alright folks, we've just left the Linn of Dee car park. We're gonna head along the track, very familiar track for myself, into Bob Scott's Bothy at the Dairy Lodge, and then we'll head west from there along to a spot where I camped, I think it was last year, in with the troops. It was a really midgy infested camp, so we'll head along there and I'll tell you a bit more about our plan once we reach the Dairy Burn, because we've got quite an adventure planned for today. We've just popped in at Bob Scott's. We're about just over 5 kilometres into the walk. We're gonna stay here, grab a wee bite to eat before continuing along to the Lubig Burn. We've actually just decided to leave Bob Scott's because you'd rather be out. It's nice in the fresh air, and we'll head along to the Dairy Lodge and get a bite to eat there. It's so nice and crisp, so it's going to be a chilly one tonight. I don't know if you can see in my bag there, that white bag, that's full of coal. My bag weighs an absolute ton, but hopefully it'll be worth it once we get in. It's lovely to get off. We've just stopped a wee bit down from Bob Scott's. Over to the right there is the Dairy Lodge, and oh, see, to get these bags off, I mean look at the size of these, absolute units. So we'll get these off, get a lovely view down. We've got the old abandoned Bothy over to the left there, and our objective is where the snow is, just round to the right. I'm going to head into Corrour Bothy, hopefully get a set up there. That's why I brought all the coal. That's us just crossed the moors over from the Dairy Lodge. In summer that can be really quite boggy, but today it was nice and frozen up, which made our crossing really quick and easy. And we're just going to head round here to the Lubig Burn, which is just a wee walk away. Just got a wrap, got pepperoni, cheese. And have you? Cheers. In the middle of the river, just chilling. Got this wee river crossing here, just picking our way a bit boulders. Heading up there. That's gorgeous. We're about to bank round this corner and then we should hopefully get a view of the Devil's Point. We just came up this wee slog there. As I get gusted by the wind, this bag's so heavy you get in there, blows side to side. From the river which we crossed, and now we're making our along this lovely bit which contours round the Munros, which is up there to the right. Right folks, it's really slow going. I don't know if the camera picks out, but this is like solid ice. The path is really icy and slippy. So we're just having to pick our way carefully through. The Larrick is biting cold as well. That's like a definite -8 or 9 wind chill. I mean look at this. I've just been saying to Peter there that I think this is like Glencoe in miniature, which you can just walk through. It's absolutely glorious. Back out to where the sun is in the winter glow. But yeah, we're gonna press on quick and hopefully get down to this Bothy within the next 15 minutes to get a bite to eat, and then maybe, just maybe, push up the Devil's Point for sunset. As us arrived at the Bothy. It's taken us 4 hours, 12 kilometres. Probably not be able to see anything when I go in because it'll be so dark. But it's a small one, Corrour. Just a wee shelter. Got a high up sleeping platform there, which you can't see, and a low down one here. And then most importantly, the stove. So yeah, cracking. Right folks, you join me now. Flip you around. There's down to the Bothy, Corrour. I've left Peter, he's down there. He's just cooking some food and whatnot. I had a wee bite to eat in there. But the time is only 3 o'clock, it's really early. Yeah, the sun sets in half an hour, but the Devil Point is just there, so it's glorious. I'm going to go up, get a nice sunset, hopefully see what the snow's like. As we don't have crampons, we only have micro spikes. Because Peter doesn't have crampons. So if it is bad, then it'll change our plans for tomorrow, traversing along the ridge, and we might just do a hike through the Larrick or back to maybe the Red Bothy or something. Anyways, I'm going to head up, hopefully catch the sunset and get some cracking views. Whoa, whoa! Ice. Love it, Ben McDewey, got a lovely glow in it over there. Gorgeous. Just about at the top of the Bealac. Summit's over there. That's me now up on the ridge. That way is the Breriach Traverse, and over there is my objective, the Devil's Point. You got a lovely glow coming from the west. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just between the cracks of the 2 mountains over there with the sun. No, the sun and the clouds making it very atmospheric. Munros top's just up ahead, so I'm going to power on to the top, probably get another layer on up there, show you the views, and yeah, hopefully head back down before it's pitch black. Oh yeah, also Peter's lent me his Garmin InReach Mini, which I was thinking of getting after my last solo trip, to be able to contact home with these and SOS in case of emergency. So he's lent me this. Hopefully I'll not have to use it, but yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing more of these on the screen because I'll get myself one just for safety purposes. Look at this for a view, folks. Absolutely stunning. That over there is the summit of the Devil's Point. What a place. Top of the Devil's Point. This is absolutely wonderful, the views from here. Oh, absolutely cracking. Look at this. Oh, all the way over to Cairngorms. Angel's Peak. That is a big mountain. I think it's the 4th highest mountain in Britain. Top of the Devil's Point. And then look at this. Look at all the way down that glen. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got the sunset over in the west. You cannot beat this. It's a wee bit nippy up here, to be fair, I'll give you that. However, this has made me consider now seeing the scale of these peaks, and I know that the Breriach Traverse catches people out. It's caught me out before from the other side, but even if we do set off early, it's going to be an absolute massive day, and we're going to have to trek through the Larrick in the dark. So I don't know, I might have a discussion with Peter, because obviously he didn't come up here. Oh, there's a wee shelter. Look at this. Oh yeah, tuck down here out of the wind. But yeah, as I was saying, we might have a discussion with Peter and think about not doing this reverse, because he was also saying to me he was a bit concerned of how long it was going to take us, which is true. We would definitely be finishing in the dark, and be a long walk back out in the dark. So we might leave that, even though it looks terrific and the weather's going to be gorgeous tomorrow, we might leave that and go up. There's a Munro, I'll flip you around, just over there in the cloud, the other side of the Bothy. And I know that there's a path which goes up the south side of McDoey there, and then you can cut along the ridge and then drop back down to the pass. So we might do that, and we might only make a one day camp and get up there tomorrow, because we've both not been up the Munro over there. Because the Brady after ours, I think would be I think it's a bivvy or a summit camp halfway across it. With our backpacks being so heavy, we'd want to have dialed our kit down a bit better to be able to do that. So I think we might leave that. As I say, I'll bring you back later on in the Bothy once we've discussed it. But right now, what's what? Right folks, I've just been sheltering the wee wind cubby there, making a few FaceTime calls as I've got a bit of signal, letting the family know that I'm alright and safe, and showing them this absolutely gorgeous sunset. But I'm going to head back down now, hopefully get back down into the wee glen, but before I need a head torch. I hopefully won't need one, but yeah, absolutely stunning. Highly recommend this. It reminds me of the Buchel. It's like a wee mini Buchelet of Moor, Stubjerg. It's really cool. First time being here, so I'm really chuffed about it. And I think the decision for tomorrow is going to be a smart one. Just going into the other Munro, the rocks are really slippy, and as I say, it's not enough snow cover for the crampons. Look how steep the drops are down there, with the river flowing down the glen. Wonderful. It's absolutely chilly Baltic. It feels like -14, -15, I tell you. I don't often have to wear a snood, but my nose was just freezing, absolutely agony. Look at the wee moon behind me as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Got a head torch out now and getting the microspikes on. There's a wee tricky slab of ice to traverse down to the actual path, so get these on. Only needed them for that wee section, so I'm going to take them off now and just cut them onto myself and make the rest of the way down and just buy a head torch and be my boots. Right folks, I don't know how well you can see me. I'm outside the Bothy. We've just met two ladies who have came in with their dogs, which are going to stay the night in the Bothy, so I'm probably not going to do much to camera inside as we're chatting away, and you know, it's a bit antisocial if I start filming bits and bobs. So I'm just out right now trying to find my way to the river to fill up a pot to cook some food. Right folks, I'm in my sleeping bag. Everyone's actually out the Bothy at the minute, so the fire's on beside me. I'm on the floor in the Bothy. It's been a nice evening, and I'll see you in the morning for a packed adventure heading up a new Munro for me and Peter. Good night. Morning folks, don't know how well you can see me, just outside the Bothy. It's just after 8 AM. It looks like we're going to get a nice temperature inversion when we get up onto the hill. Our plan is to head up to Cairngorms. As I discussed last night, probably not wise to go along and push for the entire ridge with such heavy packs. With the ice being the way it is as well, it'll be really slippy and slow. So we'll head up the gully between Ben McDoey and Cairngorms. Head up there, hopefully, get a lovely sunrise. We're just continuing along the Corrour north for a bit. We're just about to come up to our gully, up to Cairngorms. We're still in the fog at the minute, but the peaks over to my left, Cairnpool, it just appears to be poking up, and our peak, which is up there, hopefully we'll be poking up to by the time we get up there. So we're heading up there where the wee snow pack is, just round to the right. Well, it's an absolutely glorious morning. All the way back, I'll bring the camera up. Look at the inversion down to the south. You have the Devil's Point, followed by Cairngorms, and over there's Crags of Bray. Up that way is Ben McDowie, to the right there. It's absolutely gorgeous, not a breath of wind. Got a bit of second breakfast on the go, another wrap, cheese salami, with a water view. If I show you where they are, there's the Devil's Point. If I zoom right in, there is Corrour Bothy where we were staying last night. So we're just above it, on the ridge, along to Cairngorms. I think it's not that peak, but it's a peak or two more after that and then we're there. But it's been a lovely little ridge walk since we've pulled up onto the plateau. Ben McDowie's over there, and then that's the crags of Ben McDowie. And I've actually watched, when the first time I walked up Ben McDowie was from this ridge line here. And then that's Dairy Cairngorm in the distance there. Looks like we'll be heading back down into the mist over to the Line of D once we've finished this. That's us now just dropping down back into towards the Big Burn, which is just down to the left hand side to the crack there, and we'll cross the stream. So we're going to head back down into the clouds. Just enjoying this view one last time. It's gorgeous. We're just on the cusp of the cloud line here. I don't actually know if it's retreating back, so we might actually follow it. We'll end up catching it up, but it seems to be retreating back through the glen above the Big Burn. As you can see over there towards the Larry Grew, it's completely and utterly retraced out. But yeah, we're a bit dark back in, so it's probably going to get a hell of a lot colder once we get under the cloud cover. Just made it safely across the Big Burn. The rocks are really, really slippy. You had to watch out. The poles were absolutely crucial. But we got across, and now straightforward walk back to the Dairy Lodge. So I've made it just back to the open marsh. So it's just outside the Dairy Lodge. We have made our way back across the burn. Wish I had the bike for the final section, but I didn't. Someone else's is left theirs here. There's over to the bridge, but it's been an absolutely terrific walk up until now. It's biting cold though. It's at least -5, if not colder, in this freezing fog. Just about 5 kilometres back out to the Line of D car park, so we should be out there within the hour and make it back just in time for sunset. Right folks, that's us just coming back into the Line of D. It's only just got colder. I generally think it's like -6, -7. It's so cold in this fog. I've never experienced it. It's such cold, not up on the mountain. Anyway, it's been a terrific adventure. I hope you've all enjoyed. The views were amazing. Being in such a remote place, even though the Cairngorms is always busy, was still amazing. And the temperature inversion this morning and the sunset up the Devil's Point last night, 10 out of 10. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always folks, how you climbs to Binion. See you in the next one.